G'day, Ben from Melbourne here. Today I'm going to talk about some of my favourite Australian double albums. I got inspired by Vinyl Richie, who started off with his greatest double albums of all time, and then he followed that up with the greatest double live albums of all time. And if you know the drama and the revision that has been going on with that, several videos now putting things into his greatest of all time that he'd forgotten about. So that I don't cause that much drama, I'm going to call this my favourite Australian double albums. Not a lot of Australian double albums, well, not a lot that I dig anyway. So I've pulled out 5, and they're a bit all over the shop. So let's get into it. First one, the Avalanches with their earth-shaking record, Since I Left You. Now, this is like a cut-up, sampler-delic, funky, psychedelic record. It's amazing. There's kind of before and after this for the Avalanches, because I saw them before and they were Beastie Boys wannabes, and then they morphed into this once they got Dexter and James Dela Cruz on the decks. Fantastic stuff. And yeah, and then there was like a huge hiatus between this and the next album, and now I think they've released 3 in that time. All great stuff. Fantastic cover too. Check that out. And there's the gatefold. Beautiful stuff. Not going to get the vinyl out because we're going to be brief. God damn it. Next up, one of my all-time favourites, and that's Rowland S. Howard. He of The Birthday Party, These Immortal Souls, Crime in the City Solution, and only left us with 2 solo records, unfortunately. And this was the first one, come out in 1999, called Teenage Snuff Film. Something of an all-star 3-piece, I was going to say band, but you know, it was Rowland S. Howard vocals and fucking amazing guitar. Brian Hooper from the B Suburban on bass, and Mick Harvey on drums. He who used to be in the Bad Seeds and releases some pretty good solo records himself, and over the years has collaborated with PJ Harvey. This is one of the greatest Australian records of all time. I'm saying it because it's freaking true. Unfortunately, this is not a gatefold, but it is amazing. 2 covers on it. One being She Cried, which was the I think the what are they called? Not the Shirelles, the Shangri-Las. She Cried, but he changes it to She Cried, and it was He Cried. And the other one is the creepy version of White Wedding. That'll make you feel different. Not a gatefold, I think I already said, so I'll show you to prove that it's a double album. Wordage. 2 records. Okay, next up is a bit of a classic in Australia. If you're Australian and you don't know who Paul Kelly is, what the fuck you been doing? He's one of the great singer-songwriters to come out of this country. If you are north of the equator and aren't familiar with the great man, still kicking. Started off in the early 80s, late 70s. I think this is his double album, Comedy. This is probably about 5 or 6 records into his career. Also considered a complete classic as well. So this has got great stuff like Stories of Me, Don't Start Me Talking. What else we got on here? I Can't Believe We Were Married. That's a great song. I love the lyrics. Oh, and From Little Things, Big Things Grow, which is an amazing song, actually. And Little Boy, Don't Lose Your Balls. Good advice. Anyway, if you don't know Paul Kelly, I guess he would hate this, but I'm going to say He's like Bob Dylan. So that's him there. Great songwriter, great lyrics. Yeah, all from an Australian perspective, which is refreshing, because, you know, there's so many people who want to sing about stuff which isn't Australian related at all. And that's fair enough, I suppose, but it is really cool to see people who just embrace like the good and the bad of our culture and lay it all out there, and he is brilliant at that. Next up, I was going to choose Abattoir Blues / The Lyre of Orpheus, but I think this might be my favourite out of those two as far as double albums go, and that's the much more recent Ghosteen. I think this is a late career stunner from the Cavester. Ghosteen is just atmospheric, dark, as you would expect, and kind of still pushing the envelope of his sound. This is, I love this record, and you know, you've got like the side long version of Hollywood, which is incredible. So there you can go. It's split into 2 albums, and the inside there's Nick and his boyfriend Warren Ellis, a love affair we hope will never end. Well, just intermittently, so we can get more Dirty 3 records as well. Next up, something completely different from the Cavester, with the mighty Melbourne Black Cab and their double record, Games of the 21st Olympiad. They always love to have a bit of a theme to tie everything together. This is when they fully embrace the electronic sounds, song-based electronic stuff, like think New Order, but probably darker in sound. Really good, fantastic band. I loved, Go Slow and Combat Boots and Sexy Polizza are 3 bangers off this bad boy. Unfortunately, again, not a gatefold, but we'll show you the inner there. All those people there are people who helped fund this record. If you pause and expand, you'll see my name in there. What a good fella I am. And here's just proof that it's a double banger. And lastly, in my opinion, another modern classic, and that is The Giz, King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard, with what I think is their best record since Nonagon Infinity, and this one is Ice, Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. Check out that cover. That probably gives you a good idea of what's contained. I think they were listening to a lot of Can at this point. There's big long jams, but like focused. There really are like song structures and fucking blistering guitar work on these as well. Good hooks and vocal vocal hooks on there as well. This one is a gatefold, and check out that shit. This one I will show you the vinyl because it's usually like wild coloured shit. Well, it's not that wild, it's just a lovely cloud blue. Anyway, that's 5 of my favourites. Double albums that come out of this here country. I'll leave a link below so you can check out the great man. Let's hope that last video isn't his last, as he said. If it is, he's gone out with a whimper, not a bang. But we love the man. We want to see more vinyl Richie, even if there were many, how shall we put it, videos to fix up. This video might be my last because I can't even fucking put that into words. Anyway, see you in the next one.